How are you, sir?
I'm okay. Just just fired up for this next fight, man.
Tell me about the next fight. I hear you've been in some hardcore training overseas. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, I've been up in Denver, Colorado, helping my friend Quentin Rampage Jackson to get ready for his UFC title fight. So I'm back.
When's he fighting?
He's fighting September 24th, a few weeks after mine. So
how does the training cross over? I mean, some people would say that there's a distinct difference between the way trainers and MMA fighters prepare for their bouts.
There is. I think the MMA training is more hectic and a bit more harder than the boxing training, to be honest, because you're training, doing boxing training, kickboxing training, MMA training, you're doing strength and conditioning. It's a lot, and they train for 5-minute rounds, not 3-minute rounds. So it's.
So how did it benefit you, and what type of things did you find yourself doing in preparation for your next fight?
It benefited me. I did a lot of strength training. I run a lot. My diet and stuff. I feel stronger. I've lost weight. I'm in better shape. It was an altitude as well.
Where was that?
Denver, Colorado.
Okay.
So the altitude up there is higher. So I guess this is the fittest I've been ever. It's the best shape I've been in since my injury and stuff.
Right.
I lost, before I left, I was 18 stone 6 pounds. I'm 16 stone 7 pounds now. So
did you feel you were a bit too heavy in your last fight?
No, it's okay. Anything from around 16 stone 7 and 18 stone, I can carry it well. I was a bit overweight. I knew to myself I could get in better physical shape, but I was fit. I recovered for in between the rounds. Fought at a high pace and whatever. So it was okay.
Was that, I mean, in terms of a match-up or a test to see where you are as a boxer, was your last fight, how did you rate your last fight? How do you assess it?
My last fight, the opponent was tough, for my first fight, the opponent was tough, but it was good also, because, they didn't bring me someone that was going to knock out in 1 or 2 rounds. They brought me someone that took me the distance, someone that made me have to work and think, and get the rounds in, step up my game and everything.
When you watched it back, what was you most pleased with, and what were you, what did you say, I need to brush up on?
I was just pleased with, getting over my injury and getting back in the ring, and, just because before I got injured, I was meant to have my first pro fight, and it didn't happen, so it was a bit, it was a bit down. Then after, doctor said, I wouldn't be able to fight again because of the injury or whatever. And I'm back. I'm doing better than I was
didn't know
before.
that. Is that what happened? The doctor said you're not going to fight again?
Yeah, they said that I will be able to do sports, but not like crazy.
Right. Vigorous.
Yeah.
All out.
But me being the bull I am, I just said, what, this ain't gonna stop me. I'm just gonna just get on with it and do what I gotta do, and I've worked my way back to what I am now today.
I know you're good friends with Rampage. I mean, did you guys have fun on that?
Yeah,
camp? What kind of naughtiness did you get up to? I know everybody's serious in the build up to a fight, man, but tell me some of the stuff that went away from the cameras.
That guy is one of the most funniest guy you ever meet. He's just fun. We always have fun, we have banters. He cuss me, I cuss him, he put stuff in my drink, I put stuff in his drink. He's funny. He's the type of guy that if he finishes training, he'll take his cup off and try and cup you with it and stuff. So he always gonna be on your toes and stuff. He's a nice guy, man. He's a really nice guy. He just.
Did you get much sparring in? Have you done much sparring?
Well, out there I got a few in, but the type of sparring I was doing out there was more helping him towards what his opponent is gonna bring to the table.
Right.
Wasn't actually doing my own thing, so that's why I come back. Since I come back, I've been sparring with Ian, Dominic, Michael Spratt, Derek Williams, Julius Francis. So I got a good variety of sparring.
Yeah, very good variety. It sounds like. Out of those guys, who kind of giving you the biggest, stiffest test?
All of them giving me tests. All of them, because all of them bring different things to the table. Derek bring range and experience. Julius bring tricks and experience. Dominic is a big guy. He brings good work rate and stuff. He pushes me. I got used to doing with his weight and other things. And Spratt is the shortest of all of them, but he's tight, he's sharp, he's stiff, he's fighting for a European title. he's motivated. So,
I didn't know that. Is he?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's motivated. So, you know, he's very sharp at the moment. I sparred with him like last 2 days, 2-3 days or something. But I can feel my level going up already, because, you know, I've had to adapt to, you know, Michael's been around for a long time. He's had so much fights, and so much experience. He's sparred with. He's been around, you know. You've
got a couple of fights before the end of the year, but in terms of your next one, is it difficult to prepare when you don't know who the opponent is?
Well, me personally, I don't really study my opponents too much. I let my trainers do it. I just train, man. You know, I don't really mind, as long as on the day I know that, you know, I'm fit. I did everything I should do. I did everything I should do. I don't really care, as long as I'm ready. Then whatever they bring, as that, you know, obviously if it's a southpaw or a different guy, then, you know, you detailed certain things. But, you know, I think most fights after the first round, or, you know, at the start of the fight, you know, you do the old feeling out process and you see whatever, you know. So.
You got, like I said, you got a couple more fights before the end of the year. Glad to be busy?
Yeah, our plan was, the whole team's plan was, you know, to keep me boxing every 4 to 6 weeks, which is what I like, you know, because then after, you know, keeps me busy, keeps me focused, and the more I box, is the faster I'll improve as well, because a lot of these guys, you know, they're more schooled traditional boxing than what I am, so I got a little bit of work to do and whatever. So, you know, the more fights I have, the better it is for me, you know. I catch them up faster. I
know that you got a schedule and you're chasing hard. What did you make of David Hayes' his last fight? I mean, I know you've trained at close quarters with him, and I know you were rooting for him. What did you make of the fight?
David's a friend of mine. I'm not really gonna comment too much on the fight, but, you know, he was injured and whatever. He did what he had to do. You know, I thought there was times when he could have got in close and would have been devastated, but it would have been, you know, he would have you would have
been a bit more explosive.
Yeah, he would have been more explosive and got more success. But for some reason he stayed on the outside, and basically he just was on a defensive. I thought anyway. You know, I thought if he had brought it to Klitschko, he could have won via knockout. But I don't know what happened, man.
Definitely the right time for you to be, you know, climbing or be ascent as a British boxer, British heavyweight especially. Yeah,
you know, England's always looking for a next heavyweight. You know, and you know, there's lots of good up and coming guys, you know, and I think I got the ability and the hunger to be one of those guys, and to be, you know, possibly be the top of all of those guys one day, you know.
What did you make of the Tyson Fury and against our man Derek Chisora?
Tyson fought well, you know.
Not a lot of people rate him though, do they? It's kind of a strange situation.
I think, you know, he's not a bad boxer, but I think because he talks so much rubbish and going like he's the greatest and all the hype around him, you know, people just like, you know, you're not as good as what you're carrying on to be. You know, if you were just like, you know, easy and just box and try and learn and, you know, don't be all blah blah blah, then people would have had a lot more respect for him, you know, and, you know, like. But Derek, I think Derek had such a long layoff. You know, he came in 18 stone 9, which is, I think, it's way too heavy for his height. But Derek, he tried to do something. He landed a couple punches. I think he believed that he could have took Tyson out with one big shot. You know, you see the whole fight. He tried and land it. He landed a few times. It didn't work. And then after a while, he just sort of just covered up. And
didn't seem like there was much of a plan B there, really, did they?
Nah, but also Tyson couldn't hurt him though. To be honest, from round 8 to 12, Derek just sort of was just there, and Tyson couldn't stop him. So, you know, I think if Derek had came in better shape or whatever, I think Derek could have beat him, because I don't think Tyson had the power to stop him.
Changing the subject slightly, I don't know if you've seen this morning, Audley Harrison is going to be taking part in Strictly Come Dancing. What are your thoughts on that, and is it something you'd ever entertain?
He should have done that 20 years ago. He should have dropped boxing and pick up dancing years ago. He might do better at that. You never know. He might become Strictly Come Dancing heavyweight world champion.
Is that something? I mean, Evander's done it. I think Floyd did it as well over the Dancing with the Stars.
But those guys, you know, there's something else, man. You know, Ard Harrison is not in that league. You know, I think he's just, you know, but he ain't got nothing left to do in boxing apart from come back and be a journeyman. You know, and he's bored. You know, so it's like, oh, and Ard likes to talk. He likes that limelight in it. So you know, he's one of those people who do anything to get like that 5 minutes of fame.
So you think that suits him down to the ground? And
yeah. You never. Who knows? Maybe one day I might go and Strictly Come Dancing. You never know. You know.
All right. Listen, your camp sounds like it's gone well. Like I said, you're busy towards the end of the year. Your team. I know your manager is. He's in the vicinity somewhere. He's in the building. But they seem to be working quite hard for you. Things are going well. You're training with some decent folk, man.
My team's badass, man. My team is, you know, very close to me. You know, my team. We're not just boxing team. You know, we're like team/family. You know, my team. You know, everyone work together. Our thing is, you know, we're a unit. We move together as one. You know, it's not like, oh, this person is trying to do. No, it's like, you know, we all discuss things. See where we at, make sure everyone's happy, make sure everything's going right. We all listen to one another. You know, I got a good team, man. Unfortunately, that's one of the things about boxing. You know, some good fighters don't make it because they ain't got the right team or the right promotion or whatever. You know, but you know, I got a good team. They look after me. They look out for me. You know, they're like uncles and dads and brothers to me. You know, so they look out for me. And
anybody you wanna shout out ahead of the fight? Anything you wanna say to the fans?
I just want to say, you know, I just want to thank my fans very much for coming out and supporting me, you know. Without the fans, boxing wouldn't be what it is today, man. You know, it's the fans. We're the fighters. We do a bit in the ring. They do a bit outside the ring, you know, buying tickets, supporting.
Where's the next fight?
The next fight is Elephant and Castle, South London, at the Coronet Theatre. Theatre. That's the Jamaican. So.
Yeah, theatre. Yeah.
Theatre. I was going to say theatre, but it's theatre, whatever.
Alright, cool. Thanks for your time.
No worries,
and good luck, yeah?
Alright, bless.